Find your way back home.
All right, there you have it. That was Season 9, Episode 9 of The Walking Dead, the mid-season premiere. Solid episode, not gonna lie. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do this yet. I might do a review in a separate video, we'll see. But just my initial afterthoughts, at least. Alright, I'm gonna make an analogy here. I'm not sure if it's going to make a ton of sense or not, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so those of you that are fans of watching the show live, and have been for the last couple years now, so back a while, you'll remember in Season 6, Episode 8 and 9 were both very good episodes, but they both had very different structure to them. So Episode 8 of Season 6 was the aftermath of when the wall fell. So we had the Glenn Dumpster situation, I guess, resolved sort of in Episode 7. And then the last scene of Episode 7 was the watchtower collapsing down, knocking the wall over. Walkers were starting to come in. So Episode 8 starts, and it kind of like picks up right where we left off. And it's just madness. And you don't know what's going on. And walkers are flooding in. You're wondering what the hell's going on. Who's going to die? And it's more, it's hectic, but it's not nearly as hectic as Episode 9, which was No Way Out. So in Episode 8, it was, I guess I don't want to say a slow build, because it was definitely not slow, but there were two very distinct feels to each of those episodes. So 9 was, action-packed, one of the best episodes of the series, like all this crazy shit going on, ton of deaths, we met the saviors, we had a bunch of comic book moments, all this crazy shit. At least I feel it's regarded among the fan base as one of the best episodes of the series. So Episode 8 was kind of the lead up to that. So it was still great in its own way. It was calmer, but it was setting up for it, if that makes sense. So now with this, I feel like the mid-season, I feel like it was the opposite. So I feel like the mid-season finale, so Episode 8 of this season, where we lost Jesus, reminded me of No Way Out, in how it kept building and building and building, and it was crazy, and whatever. And this, okay, now that I'm going further with this, it's not making as much sense as I was hoping it would. But essentially, I feel like last episode was much more action-packed, crazy, whatever. But this episode, we were kind of getting some answers to some questions, while some new questions were proposed, and we got the foundation is being set for the conflicts that are going to be at hand the rest of this season. And I like that. I like that it's not just going to be constant action the rest of the season, because we'll burn out on that very quickly, especially considering the Whisperer War is going to be following this. I don't know if it'll be 10 or 11 or what, but we just came out of a war in Season 8, and I know a lot of people were kind of burnt out by that, so I'm glad that it's feeling like a slow build. And the fact that we just found out who Lydia is. We're going to get some more interaction between her and Henry for sure, and her and Daryl. We had Luke and Alden get captured, potentially killed. We'll see. Found out Rosita's pregnant via Sadiq. Eugene loves her with all of his heart, and he's been trying to tell her, and she's completely ignoring him, and it's really making me sad, because I do not ship her and Father Gabe, and I never will. I don't like them together. I like who Father Gabriel has become, but I just don't like him and Rosita together. I feel like Eugene and Rosita have a much better connection and bond, and have for a much longer time, and I feel like they should be together. They are together in the comics as well, and I feel like in the show they have had it's been a roller coaster of a relationship, but they've had a good relationship. So I just hope that eventually they can get together, and he can express how he feels about her and how much he cares about her, and then she'll listen to him and not just blow him off. Because, and I don't want to get into a ton of comic spoilers, because I know some people don't like that, but there's a lot of shit that goes down. So towards the end of this season, we're pretty much, if you know Game of Thrones, there's gonna be a red wedding of The Walking Dead. We're gonna lose a lot of people, and not just a bunch of red shirts either. So I might make a separate video about that. We'll see. But regardless, they've been straying from the comics so much recently, and this is one of those things where, like, I've been begging for them to go back to the comic roots and, like, do some stuff from the comics. But if you know the comics and you somewhat know what I'm talking about when I mention the border or the fair, the people that are involved, I'll just say that, the people from our groups that are involved with said border, I really hope they make some drastic changes to it, because I feel like if we lose the people that we lose in the comics, I don't think that's a smart idea. With how much we've lost already that should be in the comics right now and should be getting screen time and having really good character and story arcs, we need to keep some people around. And there's been rumors going around that Michonne might be leaving soon, but if she does end up leaving, I think she'll probably just end up being in the movies with Rick. I feel like that's probably what they're doing, but I hope that they notice that this is a trend. Tom Payne left because they really underused his character, and he did so much fucking work to train to be the kind of character that he is in the comics, and they just tossed him aside. I feel so bad for him. But with oh my god, I lost my train of thought. So with people leaving, like Rick and Michonne and whatever, I definitely feel like they're leaving because of how the situation with Chandler was handled. It was handled so poorly, and I still stand by my thoughts that is the worst decision that has ever been made in the history of this entire show in the last nearly 10 years. But I don't want to harp on that. I'm trying to enjoy the show. So overall, I thought it was a great great episode to come back to. Was it super action packed? No. Was it, a 10 out of 10? No. But I definitely, even though it was a little slower, I liked it. I wasn't ever, like, checking my watch, like, oh, when is this going to be over? Like, I still thoroughly enjoyed the episode. And, some of the character developing moments that we had, like with Daryl and Michonne. When was the last time that those two really kind of, like, talked? It's been a long time, if ever. And that was a very real conversation that I feel like they would have had. So, again, thank you, Angela Kang, for knowing how to handle these characters. All right. I don't want to make this run too long. Not 100% sure how I'm going to cut this yet. But regardless, hope you enjoyed my reaction. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know what your thoughts are on the episode down below. Also, I am so happy that we got to see Alpha. I don't know when we're going to see Beta, but when we do, he is gonna destroy Mr. Dixon. He's gonna beat the fuck out of him. And I low-key can't wait for that. Henry and Lydia, please, there's also rumors that Henry's gonna die. He better not, but if he does, you better make sure he gets as much of Carl's arc as he can before you take him out. He better stick around. I want Prince Henry and King Ezekiel and Queen Carol, and who knows, maybe a little princess someday. I don't know, but you better give him his arc. If it's no one can have it or Henry gets it, give it to Henry. The Lydia and Carl stuff is what I have been so excited for the last, 3 years, 4 years maybe. And just to lose that would be more devastating than some of the recent huge blows we've had to the show already. Alright. Regardless, let me know what you guys thought about the episode down below. And if you like the way that I did this, or if you want me to cut it differently or whatever, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it in one part. And it's just going to be heavily cut down. As much as I don't want to do that, I kind of have to avoid claims and strikes. So I've been thinking about setting up a Patreon so that I can upload them with a lot fewer cuts, because I feel like I talk a lot and I react to a lot of things and I have to cut a lot of that out. And I know that I enjoy longer ones from people, so hopefully maybe later, like after the season or something, I could get one set up or something. Or if you guys don't like it being a single reaction and trim down a bunch, I could do two, like a part 1 and a part 2, where instead of having one that's like with the intro and outro, like anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, then instead I could do a 2-parter that's maybe, 10 minutes and 12 minutes, or 10 minutes and 11 minutes, or, whatever, in order to get a couple extra minutes in there, but so it's like it's a fair use chunk and a fair use chunk. If I do that, though, I'm just giving a heads up that it will take longer to get out. And especially because, I'm in classes and everything, so I can't always stay up super, super, super late Sunday nights editing. But I'm going to do my best to try and get this figured out. I'm going to pray that this doesn't get claimed or blocked. And as always, hope you guys, I know I already said this, hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you guys play Fortnite, or Telltale's The Walking Dead, well, that's not Telltale anymore, Skybound's The Walking Dead, or anything like that, if you feel like supporting your boy, you can use my supporter creator code, which is Group of Gamers Inc. There's no 194, just Group of Gamers Inc. Be super greatly appreciated. I'm so excited about these whispers. You have no idea. Alright. I'm going to get to editing this. And as always, this has been Jack from Group of Gamers Inc. 194. And I'm out. Peace. Bah. Okay, I don't know if I like that it's slow-mo. I don't know whether to think it's badass or be nervous. Because he's kicking ass with his comic art, man.
Legends.
Oh my god, he's such a badass. Let's go. The fuck? Holy shit. Holy shit! Oh my god, there were like 9 or 10 of them!
Oh shit.
Get Jesus out of there, let's go! He's not dead, is he? No. They did not just kill Jesus.
John and Arya versus the White Walkers?
No.
Count me.
No! They did not just kill Jesus!